Now to an unusual rescue on the Willamette River. You may have seen the Christmas ships parade.
Well, last night, the captain of the parade's lead boat says he saw a person who was struggling in the water. Fox 12's Tyler DUMONT is live in Southwest Portland tonight with details on what happened next.
Well, Nora and Wayne, as you may imagine, during these parades, there is a lot going on out on the water with more than a dozen boats usually involved in these parades. Now, out there, other than those Christmas lights that they have on them, it can be extremely dark out there. But luckily, an attentive captain last night happened to spot that person in trouble and ultimately save their life.
Hey, Rich, do you know who this spectator vessel is down here?
As he leads the Christmas ships parade during the dark December nights on the Willamette River, Captain Rob Stefik says he is always keeping an eye out for what's in the water.
We're looking out for shallow water spots, any navigation hazards, and also logs.
A log is what Stefik says he thought he saw in the water during a trip Tuesday night. But then he says whatever it was started to move.
As it came down the side of my boat, we saw that it was a person. The only thing above water was just part of their face. And the person kind of just weakly said, help me.
Stefik got on the radio to tell the 12 boats behind him and stopped as quickly as he could.
So as I backed my boat up to him, the person started going under. So they were probably under for about 30 seconds. I mean, you could see bubbles coming up and just a hand above.
There was a moment there I thought, we are not going to get there in time.
First Mate Joe Summers says he reached for a nearby boat hook and was able to drag the person in the water to the back of the 40-foot boat.
It was a challenge getting up. They were unable to participate in their own rescue. I mean, they were, I would say, semi-coherent.
Stefik says the water temperature was cold, about 42 degrees, far too dangerous to be in.
We covered him up with a wool blanket that we had and just tried to take off because he was fully dressed.
Now out of that cold water, the crew called for help. Portland Fire and Rescue arriving moments later to bring the person to the hospital. The sheriff's office later saying they believe the person had been in crisis and intentionally jumped from the steel bridge.
We're hopeful that this person, has family or friends that maybe are having a better day because of us, and just, you got to know someone out there loves you.
And on another night, back in command of his ship named Off the Clock, Stefik says the experience is keeping him extra alert.
Every time I see a log, I'm going to think maybe it's not a log and something else.
Now, the person who was rescued so far has not been identified. The sheriff's office tells us that they do not have an update on their condition tonight. But again, firefighters telling us that that person was taken to OHSU. Reporting live tonight in Southwest Portland, Tyler DUMONT, Fox 12 Oregon.